Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got some more Fireball with double hero charge in Legends for you guys today. I will explain certain things that you should probably pay attention to and how you should start different phases of the attack at the right times so that you can get those triples yourself with this army. And yeah, of course, the army links will be in the description. You can see what I've got on my heroes in terms of their pets as well as their equipments. And you can pretty much see my seed choices in Clan Castle as well. So yeah, just before we get started, I just want to take a quick bit to say that I am going to be playing in a Champion 1 CWL once again this month, and I will be using this attack in that as well. So do stay tuned for those videos in the future. But that's about it. Let's just get into some attacks for you guys. Alright, we're starting out with the most difficult styles of base, which is, like you can see, it's an anti-2 style setup, and we've got damage not in the core itself, so as to say, as much, but it is more so in this outer ring over here that you can see. I'm going to mark it out for you guys like that. So you can see it's mostly in this outer ring over here, and these base styles are extremely difficult because like the core itself is very well trapped usually, and you can also see it's a triple single inferno base. So what can you do on bases like these? For starters, let's just see what we can do with our warden charge, because that is what we're going to have to always begin with. And I'm sure you guys probably noticed at the very beginning, like if I get a fireball on this monolith, it will affect all of these buildings over here. So I'm not going to mark out like this side accurately because I'm just focusing on the major defenses that are there in the base. And one important thing to note is our earthquake does not span the same distance as our fireball does, so do not try to be very greedy. And you're probably thinking, if I place the earthquake over here, I can probably get both the multi-archer towers down with the fireball over here. So I'm just going to quickly say it's okay to not be greedy. Just the fact that he's able to dish out like damage on this entire area is more than enough for us, and you will see that I go very safe on this one. I'm just going to go for one of the multi-archer towers and two of the ricochet cannons. I'm not trying to damage up the second multi-archer tower at all and break it down, and that actually allows us to also very clearly define what happens over here next. So I'm sure that the warden is going to start going down over here, and you guys also probably noticed I used a few super barbarians up over here just to clear this enemy queen, and coincidentally that also opens up this much of value for my flame flinger. So do try to find out those nice little spots where you can sacrifice maybe your Yeti, a few super barbarians, and just drop a headhunter or two. It's more than worth it to just enable a flame finger by doing that, and that's all. Like, your entire army is just your heroes. The super barbarians are just here to help you out a little bit. So yeah, we've got the flame finger running over there, and you guys have probably already noticed that eagle is going to be troublesome. It is going to keep raining fire on our heroes. So now that the fireball section is over, it is actually very convenient for us to just go ahead and have the queen charge the eagle, so as to say. It doesn't matter if the king is the one who grabs the eagle or the queen, but either way, the next big target that we should probably try going for on this base is that eagle, and we are nicely spreading the damage between our king and queen over here. You can very clearly see the king is tanking these two ground expos, and our queen is trying to take the damage from this side of the base. And yeah, this follows the same principle as any normal queen charge attack, especially the heavier ones like queen charge Lalo, where you try to share damage between your heroes, and you just try to ensure that each hero can go ahead and grab as much value as they possibly can without using as many spells. So you guys can also probably see that my warden is very safe right now. I just tried to pay attention to the clan castle that was coming out. After you can confirm it is a triple ice golem clan castle, just drop the poison and feel free to ignore him for like half a minute or so. It's like the best thing you can do. And you can also see over here now the warden and queen will slowly converge at the bottom of the base over here, but it's perfectly fine for us because the only thing left is the core. And you can also see in my bar at the bottom, I'm yet to deploy my royal champion. I still have 2 freezes, 1 rage, and an invis spell as well, and that flame finger is doing a wonderful job yet once again on the top of this base over here for us. So nothing to really be worried about. I have realized that On some anti-2 style setups, it is okay to leave the town hall for the very end of the base. These are very tricky styles of bases, and you need to be a little patient, and it might take a little bit of experimenting, but trust me, once you get it down, it's just a free triple each and every time you see this style of base once again. So yeah, we're gonna get away with 2 swag spells and 2 swag hero abilities on this one. Neat tricks. So yeah, just try to break the base down little by little. Don't worry about leaving the town hall for the very end. If you expose the weaknesses that are there on the base one at a time, your heroes will stay alive and they will converge on the town hall and make sure that it goes down. Yeah, you will have plenty of super barbarians as well. You guys probably already saw. I just threw the rest of them up from the top over here just to go and help out with the last single infernos. So that also acts kind of like a skeleton spell in a way. But yeah, it's just a very, very simple army when done correctly. So we'll move on to the next one for you guys. Another anti-2 style setup, and this time we have a double rage base, and I'm sure everybody is going to guess the fireball value on this one correctly. That is just getting the fireball on the eagle itself, and that actually removes all of this value, including the clan castle itself. So you're probably wondering, the next question is, how do you manage to get your warden to even go to this area, right? Because there's just so much of trash located everywhere on the base, and this is literally the center of the base. So it can seem a little challenging at first, but there are ways in which you can very, very easily accomplish this. So I'm actually going to recommend something similar to how I do my super bowler smashes on this one, if you guys are familiar with those series, and that is just simply starting your warden closer to a corner, and that actually allows you to tank these ground expos for a while. And that is when you can also have a flame finger starting right beside the warden to go ahead and grab the expo, and also just go ahead and drop a few super barbarians over here as well while that is happening. So all in all, you're pushing your warden to go towards the left from over here, while your flame flinger and super barbarians both are funneling out this entire area up top. So you can see the synergy. And just clearing the trash buildings out in front to make sure my warden is initially starting to go towards the left, and as he goes a little bit deeper into the core and starts tanking this ground expo, you are going to see I'm just going to drop my flame flinger, and all is going to be good right after that. So we also have the baby dragon and the yeti in this army, and they are like slightly tankier troops, and they can easily grab some buildings over the walls as well for you. So just do consider those options as well. You don't have to do everything with your super barbarians. And yeah, you can see over here it's very, very, very easily setting the funnel for us. And just as a precaution, just give the warden the spells that you need. You have more than enough in this army. And slowly but surely, you're going to see I am deliberately leaving up this dark elixir drill so that he comes back to the left. And yeah, you can also see I've cleared out the buildings in front of the dark elixir drill to ensure he goes closer to the core. And look at that, guys, like he has nowhere else to go except that warden statue very, very shortly. So we're going to take full advantage of that. And yeah, over here he walked a bit weird because, as I mentioned before in the previous video, when he jumps over walls, his targeting behavior is a little weird. So sometimes, just as a precaution, go ahead, use the invis spell, and then pop that double earthquake. I do have a lower level fireball, so it takes 2 earthquakes for me, but the higher level ones require only 1. So yeah, that's just a very, very beautiful fireball for us. And not only are the warden and the flame finger going their own separate ways, look at how beautiful of a funnel this is creating. We have literally cleared this entire bit of the base. Like the warden cleared this much, the fireball this much, and the flame finger this much. And that is actually the perfect time for us to just move on to the queen charge part of the attack, because I know that the fireball has cleared the core and the warden is going to continue walking left. So might as well just start the heroes in the opposite direction of where he's going, and that's all you really need to do. This is going to be a very, very simple finish for us. You can already see I have more than enough spells to get this done. Even our flame flinger is still helping us out by damaging the core. I have no reason to look at the warden anymore. The span for which I need to focus on him is completely out of the picture. It's just about the rest of my heroes now, and mostly my queen charge, because she is going to go and grab the core with those healers for me. And yeah, once again, I'm just throwing in the remainder of my resources over here. Don't really need any of it. It's all just swag spells. It's literally 4 swag spells: the poison, invis, double like that rage, and of course I think like 2 hero abilities as well. So very, very strong army when done correctly. Learn these tricks to make your warden go in places that you want him to. Don't be shy to use a lot of super barbarians, and remember to deliberately keep up some buildings so that you can make him path in certain ways. For example, this dark elixir drill I left at the bottom was more than enough to make sure he comes down over here and starts going towards the core of the base. So small tricks like that, it makes the entire difference that you need. So yeah, that's another very nice triple for us, and we'll just move on to the next one. Alright, next base is a pro player's base. I'm not sure how many of you guys would know Godia, but he is a very creative attacker himself, and yeah, we are fighting his base over here. Well set up double rage kind of diamond base, you could say, over here, and these are very difficult for a lot of different styles of attacks, but over here we've got our own little fancy attack that can easily deal with this. So you're obviously wondering, like, if I can get a fireball on one of these rage towers, it's going to do more than enough to set up the attack, but how do we continue from there? Like now, for example, if my warden if I started my warden to target the fireball for this entire area, should I start my warden such that he continues towards the eagle, or should I be starting my warden such that he continues towards the town hall? That is to say, should I place my warden over here, or should I place him over here? Because that is everything, right? Because he's going to need to continue for me afterwards, and I'm going to argue that it is better to place him over here because of these open walls near the town hall, and just overall his range allows him to easily snipe these defenses without getting into too much of trouble himself. Like if I had to queen charge this compartment, my queen would be under fire from 2 X-bows, and as she gets closer to this town hall region, it's just like even the monolith is gonna cause her trouble. And all of this we have to consider, especially after finding a way to somehow push her into the base. Like these open corners are very toxic. So my argument is that after my warden fireballs this entire area, I should make sure that he keeps walking right over here. And so to that extent, I'm even going to sacrifice a flame flinger just to clear these few buildings over here, and just sacrifice a few super barbs as well over here. That's all I'm going to do, and I'm just going to show you guys the start of this attack. So I'm just going to fast forward to it. Yeah, there we go. The warden has been placed down. I'm going to actually just make sure the warden walks this much. I will use my invis a little bit later to probably make these buildings invisible, and then get the fireball on that rage tower exactly on the rage tower. And yeah, once again, super barbarians to clear the trash buildings to ensure he goes towards the right after the fireball is done. And yeah, you can already see the flame flinger, important job. I just wanted to get this one air defense, and that will ensure the warden goes towards the right. Literally just sacrificing a siege for like these 1 or 2 defenses. It seems extremely weird to do so, but trust me guys, like if your warden can get that pathing down, it's just a done deal. Like look at this now, just because the flame flinger cleared this air defense over here, my warden is going to continue walking towards the right. If my flame flinger had not done that, the warden would have actually gone up on the base towards the eagle artillery, and that's not what I wanted to do. So we're actually going to do something similar to what I did in the previous attack, where we have the warden going over here, flame flinger in the middle clearing some value, and our queen is starting on the top. And honestly, what better place for her to start? This is all just free open value for her to just grab, and especially with the frozen arrow, it can't get any better than this. And once again, we don't even have to pay too much attention on our warden. He is freely sniping all of those difficult to reach defenses, like it doesn't even matter to him. So we're just going to once again use some super barbarians to ensure he stays towards the town hall and not think of going anywhere else on this base. So yeah, relatively simple army right now, and you'll even notice like this guy is able to more or less tank the town hall and an X-bow on him with no spells. So you have more than enough time to react to it. I've just given him 1 rage and forgotten about him once again. And once again, like the flame flinger has done a good job to ensure my queen is going to walk towards the right. Warden is still continuing to do a wonderful job out over there. Nothing's gonna stop him, really nothing's gonna stop him at this point. And all I need to do is just do the rest of this attack as though I'm doing some sort of like queen charge lalo or something. So you can see I'm just funneling the king into this dense compartment. Queen is easily just charging this entire area. It doesn't even matter that I'm going to use her ability over here. You can see this base is already crushed, and I have literally only just now deployed my royal champion after everything has just died out. So Just goes to show you the extent of how powerful this army can be when done correctly. So yeah, the small trick, like you're probably wondering like why did he even use a flame flinger? I already mentioned just the fact that these two buildings got down is all that made this attack work. If the warden had not walked towards the right and the bottom of this base over here, this attack would have not been as simple to do, trust me. So yeah, in a way we are ensuring that the warden targets the tough areas on the base while also ensuring that our queen is able to easily grab the eagle if our warden is not going for the eagle at the very beginning. So more or less you can see how we are also managing to keep our heroes away from our warden, and it's not difficult to multitask. You can see there's never too much damage on the warden after the fireball itself is done. It's usually very easy to keep a track of him, and yeah, very interesting attack. So that was our third attack in this video. I believe I'll just do one more for you guys and we'll call this video a wrap. Last video of the base over here, and I'm sure you guys can once again correctly guess where I'm going to be using the fireball on this one. Just look at all of this densely packed value over here. Sure, you're probably thinking I should fireball the monolith, but I'm going to go a little bit further and say I'm going to fireball the town hall, because if I do that I can even go ahead and reach this double scatter shot over here. If I fireball just the monolith, this is the extent of the amount of value I'm going to get. But if I target the town hall itself, I will be able to grab literally, okay, not the eagle, I believe not, yeah, not the eagle, but I will be able to grab both the scatter shots and like all of this. So much more value for me. I will have to invest a few spells just to keep my warden alive to begin with, but it's a price we're willing to pay for that much of value. So don't be shy to properly warden charge into bases. You have a lot of spells to save your heroes, and if your warden does get all of this value, what's really left on the base? You don't need any spells left. You don't really need any more spells for the rest of the base. And you can see I'm going to once again follow the same principle. I'm just going to clear the trash buildings over here on the left side with my warden, and I'm more or less starting him in the corner. Note, I'm not starting him in the very top of the base. I'm in all of the cases where I've done this, I'm not starting him in the exact corner. I'm starting him closer to the corner, but more so on the edge of the base over here, and that's all you really need. Once again, the flame flinger to come down over here and provide support to clear some annoying pesky defenses deeper in the base for us. I'm not using the baby dragon over here because of this air defense, and yeah, just a small detail I thought I should let you guys know. So we've reached the town hall. Invis spell just to be safe, and this is also an important invis spell I've dropped over here because I am waking up the town hall as well, and I have the X-bow as well as the multi-archer tower on me, so it's a lot of damage on my warden. And yeah, just another detail I hope you guys pick up, like protect your warden. He is very squishy, and just make sure that you give him the invis spell that he needs if he does really need it. So once again, well done with the fireball. That this is just already, this base is already over. I don't think I need to explain anymore. And yeah, I'm only giving him one more healer over here because one of the black mines caught the fifth healer I dropped on the warden. And you can see I'm just once again doing the barbarian trick to kill the enemy queen very quickly over there. And yeah, after confirming this is a triple ice golem, you can see there's no more worry for me for about like the warden itself, and I'm free to start my queen charge. There's no reason for me to wait anymore. I'm sure my warden will stick towards this left side of the base, so it's only natural for me to just directly go ahead and start my queen from the right side. And yeah, you have once again you have many super barbs. I noticed the queen is not going for this air defense, so just drop a few, clear those defenses really quickly, and just make sure you're safe from every possible perspective. This warden is continuing to grab value in the core for us, so insane value. I can't ask for anything more from this guy. He's cleared all of this, and then he went on to clear a little bit more for us. So yeah, just I'm literally just spamming the rest of my resources in right now. I don't need to worry about anything. There's just one ricochet cannon left. I still have my queen ability as well. King is super duper healthy as well. And yeah, this base is very easily going down. And you guys have probably noticed I didn't even need my royal champion on this one. Three spells, my queen's ability, and the royal champion herself in her entirety, not needed whatsoever. and just a very very strong attack. I really hope you guys do try this out for yourself. It's just so strong, and there's not really anything people can do to defend it. Like, how are you going to trap a fireball? It's not something as simple as trapping. Like, you can't trap the healers because you have like the loons with you. You can't trap, it's not something like super archers or I don't know, root riders, where you have to like bunch up maybe defenses in a weird way. It's very very easy to get this going, especially in this defensive meta. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this one. Please do try it out and ask me any questions if you have any in the comments. I'd be glad to answer. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.